Hi, I am Diane Alberts, also known as Jen McLaughlin, and I am here today to talk about when I fell in love with reading romance books. As you may or may not know, I write romance books, and I started reading them when, I think I was 12 years old, and I was at my grandmother's house with my family, and being a 12-year-old girl, I was bored. And I was laying next to the bookshelf, and my grandmother had all these books on the shelf, and they were all historical romance books. And I was like, I wonder what these are about, and why my grandmother and my mom are always reading them. So I rolled over and I picked up the first one I saw, which was Highland Velvet by Jude Devereaux, which is still to this day my favorite series. I mean, you can't find romance books like that anymore. I can't write them like that anymore. Things have changed, things have shifted, and people don't like necessarily that type of book anymore. But I loved the whole series, and like I read the back of it, and then I opened it up, and I remember just laying there on my grandmother's floor reading it with wide eyes because I was 12 years old, and I was pretty ignorant as far as how things went. But I read that book from front to back. I finished it in a day, and then from that point on, I mean, I haven't stopped. And my mom had hundreds of romance books, and I would just go down and pick one. I remember reading the spines of the books and seeing the publishers and thinking, I want to have my name on one of these books someday. And I would look at the publishers, and it would be Penguin and Avon, and I dreamt of having my name underneath one of those little emblems for years until I finally wrote a book. And somebody's texting me, as you can probably hear. That's my Benedict Cumberbatch text tone. So it's probably my daughter telling me I have to pick her up. Anyway, so that's when I started reading romance. And honestly, I haven't changed to any other kind of book ever. Which is, well, I do read young adult. Obviously Harry Potter, Mockingjay, all the big ones. But romance is where it's at for me because I just love reading and writing. I love romance. So that's how long I've been reading. I won't tell you how old I am, but you could probably figure it out if you really wanted to because, you know, you look at my kids' ages and do math. I had my daughter pretty young, so obviously not too young. But anyway, I digress. That's why I write and read and love romance because I was bored on my grandmother's floor at 12 years old. If you want to find out what kind of romance books I write, you can go to my website, jenmclaughlin.com or dianealberts.com. And I guess that's it. Thanks for inviting me here, and now you know why I love and write and read romance.